And so there we see the Union Pacific 4141 making its way down the tracks now to College Station after passing through Navasota. As you saw, the thousands of people who gathered here paying their respects, waving flags. I even saw some folks over here saluting. These are veterans. If I can talk to you for a second here from NBC News, just your thoughts today as you see this happen.
It's a moving experience, the fact that my commander-in-chief from Desert Storm is being laid to rest today. It's a little emotional. A lot of people understand that the president did what he had to do during Desert Storm, and that I get to come home and I get to honor him during this time is really a moving experience for me.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you for your service. I guess everybody has a connection in some way or another, depending on your age. Allie, I covered that war as the first war that I went off to cover, Desert Storm, and so in many ways I am probably a reporter standing here today because of the coverage that I did back then. So everybody can probably, like I say, Allie, depending on your age, stop and think about how President Bush impacted their lives personally, and for those who were born since, to look back and sort of try to understand a world that was perhaps just as complicated, but a tenor that was maybe slightly different.
Well, and in the days of the reunification of Germany and the strengthening of NATO at the end of the Cold War, you know, it's so often associated with Ronald Reagan, and NAFTA is so often associated with Bill Clinton, but actually it was George H.W. Bush in a short amount of time who the German Chancellor Helmut Kohl said oversaw, really, made the reunification of Germany possible. George H.W. Bush in one short term achieved a lot on a global scale, and I'm not sure it's more complicated today than it was then. Bringing Europe together at the end of the Cold War was a big feat, and George H.W. Bush was, in fact, a statesman. Kerry Sanders, thank you for your coverage from Navasota, Texas. You are looking at Union Pacific 4141, carrying George Herbert Walker Bush to his final resting place. We'll be right back.